Hello, everyone. My name is Skyla Post with SkylaPost.com, and on this channel, you'll find videos all about making an income from home, family life, health and wellness. Health and wellness. It's been a long day already, and it's only 9:30 in the morning. I start early. But in this video specifically, we're going to talk about Outschool, and we're going to talk about what I like to do to kind of organize myself to be prepared to teach my classes for the week. So this is just something really simple that I did. If I make a fancier version, I'll add it below and share it with you guys. But right now what I have is a sheet. And what I do is, depending on how often the class happens, will determine how many columns I will put. So this is just for this week. This week I have 4 summer camps and one time story time class. Okay? Technically they're all story times. But here you'll see 7:10. I don't know if you can see this very well. 7:10 to 7:40, Frozen, summer camp, ages 5 to 7. I have 3 blocks with the dates, July 13th, 14th, 15th. Okay, then my next class, so I have 7:10 to 7:40, 7:45 to 8:15, 8:20 to 8:50, 8:55 to 9:25. So these are actually happening Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, so I just completed the second one. That's why you see a lot more color here than here. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of show you what I do. That way, if it inspires you or gives you an idea of how you want to organize yourself, wonderful. So it does change slightly because this is ages 5 to 7. And then we have 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 3 to 5. Okay? So this is 7:13, 7:14, 7:15. I went ahead and typed in the students' names. So what I do is, like I said, I make my blocks. Now, if the class met 4 times, there'd be 4 columns across and 4 dates. But I have 3 times. We meet 3 times for 30 minutes, so I have 3 columns. So above my box, I have the time, class name, and then below, I have a box for each day with the date and all of the students' names. So this is my whole week. I can type this ahead of time, and then I don't have to, I was manually writing every single name of every single student, who showed up, when they showed up, and if they were late, I was writing it out. It was very time consuming and a little bit distracting. And so I type this out very first, and I write out name cards. Okay? That's just something I do because they're young kids, and I think that it's fun. I have this little thing. So my first class of the morning, my second class, my third class, my fourth class. Okay? So I have everybody's names. Okay? I just think that that's fun to do when they're young. Kids get really excited when they can see their names. I also like to spotlight the children when we're doing our hello song. So I'm holding up their name, and then I put the camera on them. So when we're singing hello, everyone can see just that student on the screen. And then I go back. So when I'm reading my books, I'm spotlighting myself within Zoom. Okay? So how this works for me is when the students show up, I grab my yellow highlighter and I highlight their name. So as soon as I'm letting someone in the classroom, I'm highlighting their name. It is so much faster for me to grab a highlighter and just go boop with their name than it is for me to write their name down. Okay? And the nice thing is you type each class set once, and then you just copy and paste it into the other boxes. It takes like 2 seconds. And if you copy the whole box, you can just change. Like I changed my 3 to a 4 and my 4 to a 5. Okay? Now, I'll still write little notes. Like right here next to someone's name in pencil, I wrote 10 minutes late. I wrote 7 minutes late. If they don't show, I don't highlight them at all. So I had a student who didn't show, so I didn't highlight it. Okay? But yeah, that's what I do. I like to have all my classes listed and then a block for each date. I copy and paste. Well, I type their names in the first box, copy and paste it into the other boxes. I also write, like, there's 8 students in the class, 7 out of 8 came, 6 out of 6 came, 8 out of 8 came, 6 out of 6 came. Okay? Just so I know. Now, I just added this in. It's a little sloppy, but it works for me. There was 8 students. They all paid $30 for the whole camp. That means $240 was collected, but minus the 30%, $168 is mine for these 90 minutes. Okay? So, could you even see that? 8 students, $30, $240. My cut is $168. Now, I write that part in pencil because if something changes. In the past, I had chosen the medium option for refund policy. I think it was moderate. There's limited, moderate, and then I can't remember the other word. But you have 3 choices when you're creating a course that you don't have choices on one-time classes, but you have choices for everything else. And I had chosen the medium one. But what I found was that students would come to one class and then cancel. And they would get a 75% refund. So instead of me getting $10 per student per half hour, it dropped me down to in the $7 range. And I had a student come to 2 classes and then drop for no reason. They could just withdraw themselves and get a 75% refund. I reread through the moderate cancellation policy that Outschool has for you to choose from, and it actually says they can get a 75% refund up to 1 week after the class. You guys, I had like a week where students were dropping like flies. Even though the kids were there, they were participating, they were loving it. I don't want to assume that, I mean, maybe parents got busy and they just were not, they didn't look at their calendar very well, or I don't know. I almost felt like a couple of them, the parents wanted a discount. So they were canceling early to get a refund back so that their first and second classes were less money. Does that make sense? Because if I have 3 classes and I'm charging essentially $10 per class, if they come to 2 classes and cancel, that means I got $7 for teaching them for an hour because they had pulled out. And I thought, well, that's not fair. So I changed my policy. Any classes that were already booked on the original refund policy stayed with the policy that was there when they enrolled. But any future enrollments were with that change. So I highly recommend to do the most strict limited refund policy, because now I don't have kids dropping and getting getting refunds for who knows why. But I did write this in pencil because when I did have people dropping, I had to adjust my take home because this number went down, because I'd have 8 enrolled and then maybe 6 enrolled and then maybe 4 enrolled. So that was kind of a surprise. But that's what I do. I write my times down. I try to be consistent with the times that I offer for helping my mind and for helping the students out, and me being consistent. Like maybe they're busy this week, but they can do next week. Hopefully the students who are watching my class kind of know what to expect. But that's what works for me. You can do it any format you want, but I do recommend typing or writing out your schedule for the week, keeping your multi-class in one row, and then highlight the student's name as they come in. I do use an Excel sheet. Catherine Westbrooks, she's also on YouTube. She actually created it. I may create my own in the future. If I do, I'll post that below. But I do go in there and I'll write a little note like, everyone came, and then the next class, so-and-so didn't come. So-and-so was so many minutes late. Just so that I have those brief notes from this sheet written in digital form somewhere, because in case a parent has a comment about something, I have a reference and I'll know what they're talking about. I mean, maybe a parent would ask for a refund, and then I say, oh, well, your child was 15 minutes late for a 30-minute class. Sorry. I haven't had that happen yet, but it could. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Keep watching for more videos. If you like my videos, you're welcome to subscribe. I do have an Instagram. Look for Skyla's Posts. My Instagram right now, I do share a little bit about Outschool, a little bit about VIP Kid, but I share a lot about exercise and health and wellness. It's where I'm keeping myself accountable with the things that I'm doing. So you can follow me on there if you'd like. I'll keep you updated as I have more Outschool things for you. But yeah, just some tips and suggestions on kind of thinking about ways to organize yourself when getting started, or in getting more organized since you've started. All right. Oh, side note, if you go to outschool.com and click teach, they added in a teacher dashboard, which is really, really cool. And it shows, they just did it yesterday. Today's the 14th of July, 2020. It's so cool. As they're growing, they are improving their website, improving so many things. But it says how many sections you have in progress, how many followers you have. So if parents have put a heart on one of your class listings, they're following you. It says how many classes you have available, what percentage your re-enrollment rate is. So when you have students coming back and re-enrolling, your average star rating, and your lifetime earnings. Just so you know really quick, I have 4 sections right now that are open and available. Oh, sorry. I have 4 sections in progress. I have 4 classes available on my schedule. I actually have like 7 classes, but no, I only have 4 open to be booked right now. I have a 10% re-enrollment rate. That's what's so crazy is I have a 3-day summer camp, and I just repeat the same 3 days over and over. And I've had probably 9 or 10 students re-enroll and take it a second time, which is so cool. The average star rating, I actually have 4.95. I last week had one parent give me a 3 and one parent give me a 4 with no comment. Everything else I have over 50 ratings. Everything else is 5 stars. It just is what it is. I wish that I knew why, but I have no idea. I was a little bit bummed because both kids loved the camp. They came to the whole thing. They participated actively. They were some of my like really high participating students. And it was their very first Outschool class ever. So I was a little bit bummed that I would get a lower rating when they had nothing to compare to, but it's just life. And with Outschool, a 4-star rating is not bad. And obviously the 1.3 and the 1.4 only dropped me down 0.05. So it is what it is. But the cool thing is it also shows your lifetime earnings. You guys, I'm only doing Outschool anywhere from 6 to 8.5 hours a week. That's it. I mean, my first week was only 30 minutes, but you already know that from my other videos. Guys, I've made $3,105 in a couple months working 6 to 8 hours a week. That's so cool. That's so cool. I think that's so fun. And it's fun to see. That does not include teacher referrals. I have been paid for referring for teachers, and I have a video about that if you'd like to watch that about how the referral program works. But you get paid $200 after a teacher that you've referred has made their first 100. Now, the way they pay it through PayPal, Outschool is manually putting in the referral bonus. So for some reason that charges us a fee. It's really low. It's like 2.something%. But what happens is now that there's a fee, it ended up dropping us down to like $193 or something. And I got that for one payment. But then Outschool now pays us $206, so that after the fee, we're at $199 and some change. So we're within like 30 cents or something of $200. So just so you know. Okay. Catch you soon.